In today's show, we'll be taking a look at the Bitcoin price action as the Bitcoin price plunges to $7,700 again on a bloody Monday spiral. And with Bitcoin plunging over 25% in the past 2 weeks, it's now eyeing a quarterly loss after hitting a 3.5-month low. We're going to be taking a look at Bitcoin's quarterly performance from 2011 to 2019 and draw some interesting parallels of what's going on and what we can expect in the future for the Bitcoin price. We'll also be taking a look at what some crypto influencers such as Plan B has to share, his latest tweets over at Twitter, and so much more in today's episode. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a brand new episode every day. Be sure to smash that subscribe button and click the bell icon to receive notifications of the latest crypto news. Welcome to today's episode of Crypto News Alerts. Before we get into the Bitcoin price action, I want to remind you about 5 coins to 5 million. This is where Teeka shares 5 tiny cryptocurrencies, which he believes can turn a $500 investment into $5 million due to a phenomenon guaranteed to happen here soon in the crypto industry. If you missed it live, check out the replay by clicking the link right below this video in the description. All right, let's get right into it. As you can see, the overall crypto market is in the green. This is a good sign considering like an hour ago, everything was like red, at least the majority of the coins. XRP up 8.42% in the deep forest green. That's definitely a good sign for XRP holders trading at 25 cents. Ethereum is up 4.22%, trading at $173. Mr. Bitcoin himself is up, but barely, by 0.8%, trading at 8,051. I'll say this, it's good to see BTC above 8,000 considering we just touched 7,700 a few hours ago. So it's good to see the market back in the green. When the Bitcoin price initially dropped to 7,700 on September 27th, it rebounded fairly quickly with strength surging to 8,400 in merely 48 hours. However, as Bitcoin failed to test the important resistance levels near 9K, the dominant crypto fell back down below 8K. Following the decline in the Bitcoin price, technical analysts have said that Bitcoin is likely to test lower support levels in the near term in the $6,300 to $7,300 range, and we actually just covered this on previous episode. The short-term trend of the Bitcoin price is looking weak up until last week when the Bitcoin price was still hovering in the low 8K region. Traders did not dismiss the possibility of Bitcoin reclaiming key resistance levels and calming the downside movement as a bear trap. For the bear trap to have materialized, Bitcoin could have moved beyond $10,000, an area that has been considered as a psychological level for Bitcoin investors by analysts. And I agree 100%. And this is a key support we need to get back above and build on top of so we can get above 13K, reaching new all-time highs for the year. The continuous buildup of the sell pressure at lower levels decreased the probability of a proper recovery or even a short-term relief rally to the $9,000 to $10,000 range, seemingly leaving bears in control over the near-term trend of Bitcoin. And last week, cryptocurrency trader and technical analyst recognized as Hasaka said that buying into every dip of Bitcoin can be costly in the short term, as deeper support levels for Bitcoin are found in significantly lower ranges in the likes of the mid $6,500 levels. Here's a tweet that he wrote: BTC macro, whenever price breaks a multi-month support or resistance, it usually sees continuation in the direction of the break. Fail to understand the knee-jerk reaction of fighting the first sign of momentum we've seen in ages. Buying every dip is an expensive lesson. As said by cryptocurrency trader Josh Rager, the next strong support for Bitcoin is found in the mid 6,000 region, with lots of interest from buyers to enter the market in that area, and with technical and momentum indicators like the relative strength index not demonstrating extreme oversold conditions for Bitcoin, technical analysts generally foresee room for a larger pullback for the cryptocurrency. And while the short-term trend of Bitcoin looks gloomy, Rager emphasized that a pullback to lower support levels is unlikely to change the long-term trend of the asset, and I think this is a key factor to talk about. Even though we may dip to the mid sixes, maybe even as low as 3,000, I don't think it's likely, but it's definitely on the cards as a probability. And if this plays out, What do you think is going to happen? I think we're going to bounce back stronger and recover stronger than ever to new all-time highs. So it's inevitable. Whatever happens here in the short term, I'm still very bullish for the long term of Bitcoin, especially with this big event happening in May of 2020. Do you know which event I'm talking about? Let me know in the comments below. And taking a look at his tweet, he wrote, Bitcoin 2013 market compared to 2019. 2013, the Bitcoin bull market pulled back 75% over 89 days before a 1,600% run up to new highs later in the year. In 2019, where we're at today, Bitcoin has currently retraced 42% over 91 days. Price can continue down, but expect the bull trend to continue after the pullback. As we can see right here in this graph, this was a 75% pullback over 89 days to where we're currently at, which is a 42% pullback over 91 days. Rager noted that historically, Bitcoin has seen substantial pullbacks in the range of 60 to 75% before initiating strong extended rallies, suggesting that a similar price action could happen in the medium to long term in the upcoming years. He also wrote, it means that a 40 to 50% pullback isn't that big a deal when Bitcoin has seen 75% pullback in the past that was followed by a 1,600% gain to an all-time high. So this pullback too shall pass and will hopefully make for great buying opportunities in the coming days and weeks. Hallelujah. Can I get an amen? And in other crypto news, the Bitcoin price eyes a quarterly loss after hitting a 3.5-month low. Bitcoin is again flashing red, having hit a 3.5-month low earlier today, and is on track to post the first quarterly loss of 2019. The top crypto by market cap fell to $7,715 earlier today, a level last seen on June 11th, and is currently changing hands at roughly $8,000 at the time of recording this, representing a 2% loss on a 24-hour basis. More importantly, Bitcoin is currently down more than 25% from July 1st opening price of $10,759. This is the first quarterly loss since the final 3 months of 2018. Back then, the cryptocurrency had dropped by 44%, as we're going to check out here in this chart. Now taking a look at Bitcoin's quarterly performance from 2011 to 2019, we can learn a lot from this. Check this out. In 2011, the third quarter was negative 55%. Check it out. The first quarter of 2013, we went up 626%. Why is that? Because back in 2012 was the infamous Bitcoin halving, where things went parabolic, especially after that major event. Then the fourth quarter of 2013 went up 480%. And as we scroll down a little further, let's look for some more big gains. The fourth quarter of 2017, 220% gains. And again, there was another major Bitcoin halving event that happened in 2016, and Bitcoin tends to go parabolic after the halving event. The next halving event is May of 2020, May 23rd to be exact, according to the latest statistics on tracking that. And then the second quarter of 2019, we had 162% gains. And as you can see, this is very helpful, so I included this resource link right below this video in the description. Summing it all up, Bitcoin's two-quarter winning run is set to end with a double-digit price drop. The 27% slide witnessed in July-September period is the second biggest third-quarter loss on record, the first being the 55.78% drop registered in the third quarter of 2011, and price rallied 10.9% and 162.69% in the first and second quarter respectively. The long-term technical charts have turned bullish following the second quarter's triple-digit price rise, and many observers were convinced that Bitcoin may see a brief correction in the third quarter before challenging record highs near 20K in the final 3 months of 2019. Bitcoin did see a pullback to 9,100 in mid-July, having hit a high of 13,880 at the end of June, and traded largely in a sideways manner around 10K in the following 8 weeks, with non-price metrics like hash rate hitting record highs. Bitcoin was widely expected to chart a strong bounce from 10K, but instead, the crypto dived below the psychological support last week and hit the low of about 7,700, weakening the long-term bullish case, as we can see right here in this chart. Bitcoin created consecutive inside bar candlesticks in July and August, signaling indecision in the marketplace or consolidation. September's red candle marks a bearish follow-through through to the consolidation. Essentially, the sellers have come out victorious in a tug of war with the bulls. The bearish inside bar reversal would be confirmed if the price closes today below $9,049, the low of the first inside bar, and with Bitcoin currently trading at lows below 8K, a bearish close is pretty much confirmed. The latest monthly candle has poured cold water over the optimism generated by April's falling channel breakout. Moreover, a similar breakout in October of 2015 have paved the way for a solid 2-year bull run. The bearish outlook would be invalidated if when the price rises above $9,049, and you can see the 3-day charts here, Bitcoin closed well below 95.33 on Sunday, confirming a double top breakdown on the weekly line chart, as you can see, and the breakdown has opened the doors for 7,500. Supporting the bearish case is the below 50 print on the relative strength index. Meanwhile, the 3-day chart, which you can see here on the screen, indicators are also reporting bearish conditions. For instance, the RSI is hovering below 50, and the 5 and 10 candle MAs are trending south. Further, the 5 and 50 candle MAs have produced a bearish crossover, and the 10 candle MA is about to cross below the 50 candle MA. So I've also included this incredible resource in the show notes below this video in the description. Now taking a look at what Plan B had to share just a couple hours ago on Twitter this morning. He wrote, "Some people blame CME or back futures for Bitcoin's bear market. In my opinion, the rise and fall of altcoins is more likely a driver of 2017 to 2019 BTC prices. The Bitcoin dominance fell from 98% to 40% and is now back at 70% and counting. Bitcoin up 8x since the start of the alt experiment." And taking a look right here at this graph published by Plan B, as you know, the stock to flow ratio he's notoriously known for, we see things turning around, and when this happens, things are pretty bullish for Bitcoin. And now taking a look at some of the responses from his tweet, Shen Henry wrote, "Shouldn't the tracking of capital from the altcoin to the Bitcoin market then cause a bullish phase, or at least counteract the existing bear market? To me, this appears counterintuitive." And Plan B responded, "Yes, it's counterintuitive. It's because of crypto index fund mandates. Say fund has 50% Bitcoin and 50% alts mandate, monthly rebalance. If alts fall 50%, then the fund has 75% Bitcoin, 25% alts. The fund now must sell Bitcoin and buy alts to restore 50-50. This explains the slow bleeding out of the alts." And here's a whale alert. 2,757 Bitcoin worth $22 million transferred from CoinFloor to an unknown wallet 1 hour ago. Pretty interesting, right? And taking a look at this tweet from Dan Tapiro, wrote, "Staggering fact, a reason not to trade Bitcoin and only hodl. If you bought Bitcoin January 13th at $13 but missed the 10 best days of performance in every year of the following 5 years, you lost a ton of money over those 5 years, despite having bought at $13. Great asset for long-term investors. In Bitcoin's name we trust, hodl be thy name." Now taking a look over at CoinMarketCap, we can see the current crypto market cap is $217 billion with $54 billion in volume in the past 24 hours, and the current BTC dominance is 67.4%. Taking a look at the biggest gainers for the day, we got Cosmos up 11.4%, Bitcoin Diamond up 10%, Dogecoin up 8.5%, Zaliqua up 8.3%, and XRP making a run up 7.3%, and even Tron up 7.25% for the day. And now taking a look at the biggest losers, we got Lambada down 14.44%, PundiX down 9%, Synthetics down 5%, ABBC coin down 4%, Decred down 4%, and Bytecoin down 3.83%. And taking a look over at the BitMEX margins, we can see it's a pretty tight bout going on right now, but the bulls are currently dominating with about 26 million in superiority, and this switches fast. I woke up, it was the complete opposite, and the bears were in control, but right now it's 50.4% longs versus 49.6% shorts. Are you bullish or bearish on Bitcoin right now? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't even ask me because you already know I'm bullish. Now taking a look over at the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, you can see we're currently rated a 27 today in fear. Yesterday was a 33, last week was a 39, and last month was a 41. Well, that's going to conclude today's show. As always, I appreciate you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button and click the bell icon to receive notifications of the latest crypto news. And oh yeah, if you missed 5 coins to 5 million, you can still check out the replay by clicking the link right below this this video, in the description, it will take you to this page. Enter your email, click the orange button that says reserve my spot, and you'll have access to that replay 100% free. I don't know how much longer Teeka is going to keep that up for. So if you're interested in learning his #1 altcoin pick of 2019, be sure to check it out while you still can. I'm looking forward to seeing you on tomorrow's episode. Peace.